Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my people, now how on a day I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This one now Biafra's Pastors Media and I'm holding it down. I say may God bless Biafra and may God bless His Excellency Oyendu Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless, may God bless, may God bless, may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of USB, His Excellency ESN. Ekpa, Simon and Joko, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, because we know in your hands Biafra has come, in your hands Biafra will be safe, and in your hands, now that Biafra has come, the people of Biafra will rejoice. When I say the people, I mean the men, the women, the children, the old, the young, the sick, the poor, the mild, the civilized and the uncivilized, those born in Biafra and those born in the bite of Biafra, my people. Oh my God, I'm in the spirit. I am in the spirit. Above all, I say, may God bless Her Excellency, the Deputy Prime Minister of USB Biafra. Oh my God. Her Excellency, Dr. Ngozi Orabweze. Madam, your job is working. You are doing a great job. When you met with the one they call Robert Spencer, an American, in the interview, and you were able to shed light on that zoo called Nigeria. Today, Canadian government, they have not given these idiots. They denied visa to people like the one they call Christopher Musa, a Fulani man, an Islamist with a Christian name. We thank God. Our God is listening. Trump is listening. Canada is listening. The whole world is listening. ICC is listening. The man you are seeing here now, Ribadu. Nuhu Ribadu, the dirty, stinking, ostrich-looking idiot. He is saying that Canada should go to hell. How can an NSA, the National Security Advisor, speak in a vile language? He said Canada should go to hell for not giving visa to the one they call Christopher Musa, a Fulani man, a jihadist with a Christian name, a taboo. We thank God that now the whole world knows that they are the ones killing the Christians in Biafra land. Now we know, the whole world knows that they are the ones trying to Islamize Nigeria, and by proxy, Islamize the land of Biafra. The whole world knows that they are the ones integrating terrorists into the Nigerian police, Nigerian army, Nigerian police, Nigerian navy, Nigerian customs, you name it. Everywhere you go, Islamist, Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP, Lakurawa, the headsmen, they have been embedded. Oh my God, embedded into the Nigerian military, into the armed forces of that so-called Nigeria. Today the world is listening and they are taking action. Musa was not given visa. Him and his men were denied visa to Canada. I said it. Let the whole world hear this. Now this idiot is here saying that Canada should go to hell. Look at the language of a third world country. Canada should go to hell. Fellow Biafrans, lend me your ears. Let me take you on this journey. Something will happen. Take me on this journey. Watch this.
And he's reading from the front.
Listen.
As a general. And you can see all others are following. Thank you very much for the service. Not just to our country, but particularly to the military. You have changed the trajectory. I can assure you, history will be kind to you. Thank you so much.
This idiot is here thanking General Musa, a non-entity, a scallywag, a dirty, stinking idiot, is here thanking General Musa, saying that history will reward them because he is doing the job of the Islamization. Those in Nigeria, you animals in Nigeria that believe in that so-called Nigeria. Soon and very soon, if you guys keep on pretending, now the whole world, they are reacting because they see the way Christians are being killed systematically in that so-called Nigeria. But the one they call Ribadu is here praising, adoring the name, honoring a Fulani man with a Christian name, Christopher Musa. Making thank God, say that Canada, they say he didn't even go to that place. Making thank God. Thank your God that they didn't give you that visa to Canada. You're an animal. You're an animal. Because we, the Biafrans, were everywhere, around the whole world. I said it. We are everywhere, around the whole world. And now one day, monkey go for market, it not come back. A jihadist, a killer of my people. One day, monkey go for market, it won't come back. Biafrans around the whole world, keep your eyes open and observe. Keep your eyes open and observe. You know what I mean? Keep your eyes open and observe. Hear this fool respecting a criminal, adoring him because he's doing their job. Listen.
Our host, of course, but also, our big brother has been there for a long time. Never tired. You're looking so young now, as if I thought I was this thing, but it looks like you are my younger brother now, sir.
Oh my God.
And then the great mobilizer.
Look, just imagine the guys we are dealing with. People like this with low IQ are the ones we are dealing with in one so-called country called Nigeria. God forbid bad thing. People like this below our level of intellect are running a country, a so-called country. You guys that believe in Nigeria, man, shame on you all. To the Yorubas, you claim you are the most educated. Yet, look at the one that is your so-called national security advisor. To the Yorubas, when will you act on your so-called expertise? When will you put your knowledge to use and rule and govern your own self? See how this man they talk. See the way he speaks. Can this man be your manager in your own private bank or business? You guys, man. Aye. Now what? Let's continue.
Director General, you said mobilizer is true.
Hey!
I was meant to be out of town. In fact, I sent General Mala, thank you so much for standing in for me. This is our head of our defense.
Very low IQ people.
Security advisor.
Idiots.
I requested for him to be here because I was meant to be out, actually. But after, I said, this man, if he calls you and you say you have something else somewhere, it is not. I decided to cancel the trip to me to be here.
Clap, idiots.
Thank you for the work you are doing for our country and all very good, wonderful people who are here.
Hey!
My sister is here.
Very low IQ people, my God. Have mercy.
Controller General of Immigration. Well done.
Look at your leaders. No wonder that Zoo is a shithole.
5-10 messages and directives from her every single day. Honestly, very good.
Animals.
Well done. And also the customs. But things are changing, and I agree with you, Musa. Things are changing. There is something new happening. We all believe that we are doing one thing. We all are in it together. Work. We in the security sector. And I can assure you things are, we don't even talk. Maybe 80% of what is happening today in our country, we don't talk. We don't. But we are happy, we are grateful for this opportunity given to us first by Mr. President. We give him the credit.
Hey, very low, dirty, stinking looking people like this. Yeah?
And I can assure you, we are all like one family.
What a country.
You see the military,
Fiakwa.
with the civil police, with the intelligence community,
Animals.
with other paramilitary, all as one. Right now, I can tell you, maybe in many parts of our country, they are working together, operational, physical, in the bush, fighting to defend us, together as one. All over, Niger Delta, Southeast, Northeast, Middle Belt, northwest.
They are not fighting. They are going there to Islamize. They are killing the indigenous of the land, the natives of the lands. They take them out in order to go in there to steal their land and in the process Islamize them. That is what you and your people are doing in that zoo called Nigeria. To call a spade a spade. Wherever you go, you've killed the Christians. Even in Kaduna in the north, it affects the Christians in the southern part of Kaduna. Everywhere you have gone in that zoo, through and fro, that's what you've been doing. You guys, you are criminals and you are terrorists, terrorizing the Christians in that zoo called Nigeria. A contraption. Can't deceive me. We know who you are. But me and my people, we are done. We the Biafrans, we are done with that zoo called Nigeria. We are gone. We are gone. You cannot Islamize us. We are not Muslims. We refuse to be Muslims in that zoo called Nigeria. Your general was denied a visa to Canada because now Canada, they know Nigeria very well. They've seen those videos that we are sending to them. They've seen the evidences. Thank God for Trump. Trump is coming. To the Biafrans, rejoice. Trump is coming. The one with Canada is just a taste. Trump is coming. Watch him say, go to hell to Canada. Just watch him say that now. Just imagine a man like this telling Canada to go to hell. He has destroyed all the international, politics or whatever rapport and relationship they have. Why? Because they have chosen to Islamize that zoo called Nigeria. Just listen to this man, an animal. Listen.
For the first time, you see a military man leading, a policeman by the side, DSS on one side, all others working as one. Even right now, I can assure you, it's going on. Young men and not too young, all and women, fighting to defend us as one, as collective. Thank you so much, all of you, for that, for making it possible. And I'm going to just say a few things to just express my own.
Say your own now.
Solidarity.
Say it.
Identify. And to tell you we are all one together. Even though, this is the way you are going, you are threatening the MNI. And take
very shallow people. Very shallow. Low thinkers, low IQ idiots. Rule those idiots called in Nigeria. Animals.
It's a lesson in how to, organize and do things. The Security Institute is changing, right? The time was the combination of this. We are witnessing a birth of another thing, big. And that's how things work. If you work, you see result. If you don't, nothing. It will continue to be dormant. I think you are there since 2008. And the activities of this this period says it all. And that tells you about what life is all about. It's ability for you to stand up and do what is expected of you. Yes, time goes. If you waste it, it goes. If you walk, you see result.
Very incoherent.
And like I said, I told General Musa, history will count you in as well. So I will encourage those who are in
history of the Islamization. That's what he's talking about. The history of Islamization. They are doing their job, their ground job. As we speak, Sharia is spreading wide everywhere. Even in the land of Biafra now, we don't have the so-called imams, those who are preaching Islam. That's the game. That's the game they're playing. He's saying that history will remember that man they called Musa. What history is he speaking about? What history is he speaking about? That's the question. What has Musa done that will make history to remember him? No. So far, all what we've seen during his tenure is what? The killing, the pillaging, stealing of land and resources. Islamization everywhere you look. every nook and cranny in that zoo. Look and tell me what you are saying. He said history will be kind to him. He is doing the job of Usman Dan Fodio, their father. The job of Usman Dan Fodio to dip the Red Sea, to dip the Quran in the Red Sea. That's the long-term goal. But the milestones, some of the milestones, the next one is to dip the Quran in River Niger. They are coming there. They are coming. Somebody saw them and said they were coming, they were coming, they were coming. Today, that man is in jail for 4 years. Nnamdi Kanu. He saw this coming. He told us they were coming. That's why they are angry with him with a passion. Listen to this man. Just listen. Listen.
Of this, do it. It will only be better. It's a convergence of, intelligence and service, security, and coming together in an intellectual platform for you to continue to make your own contribution for the betterment of all of us. It makes sense. And I will certainly always identify myself with it and support it, and whatever it takes for us to continue to improve. Thank you for the courage to say that Canada denied you. They can go to hell.
Boom! Thank you for having the courage to say that Canada denied you visa. They can go to hell. This is the language from your so-called national security advisor. Does he understand the risk he has put that zoo into? If he's speaking this way, they can go to hell. The language of a terrorist. Infidels are bound to go to hell. Can you now get it? Do you understand? That's their language. A country should go to hell. Meaning what? Let's take it back. Shocking. Listen.
Makes sense. And I will certainly always identify myself with it.
Listen.
Support it. And whatever it takes for us to continue to improve.
Listen.
Thank you for the courage to say that Canada denied you. They can go to hell.
And the crowd clapped. The deaf, the dumb, the blind, the ignorant, the stupid, the naive. They clapped. So these are the people that you think they will wake up? No, they won't. Dead bones, dry bones shall rise again, but not in the case of that zoo called Nigeria. This man said a country should go to hell, and they were clapping hands. Hi, a shito country will remain a shito country.
For us to continue to improve.
Listen.
Thank you for the courage to say that Canada denied you. They can go to hell.
You can go to hell.
Continue to improve.
Listen.
Thank you for the courage to say that Canada denied you. They can go to hell.
Clap, clap. One more time. Listen.
To improve. Thank you for the courage to say that Canada denied you. They can go to hell.
And the fools, they were clapping. Thank you for having the courage to say Canada, they denied you visa. They can go to hell. Thank you for having the courage. Musa, thank you for having the courage of saying that Canada denied you visa. They can go to hell. Is this the language of a person that you claim to be your national security advisor? You all know that when it comes to visa around the whole world, it is case by case basis. Case by case basis. It depends on the documentation you've brought and your intention of going to that country. There are standards that must be met. All your documentations must be right. What if, as those men did in their INEC, one saying documents, they are changing names, changing the numbers? What if that was the case here? You see, this is the problem these guys have. They think these their myopic standards can be done in the Western world. Case in point, the one they called Ekpa Madu. You saw what he was doing in that zoo called Nigeria, picking people, testing their blood for kidney. And he now picked the right source, took him to Britain, and suddenly the standard, the law of Britain caught up with him, and now he's languishing in jail because these guys think they have the field day to do what they want to do because Nigeria is lawless. In anywhere you go around the whole world, there are some places when you apply for a visa, if you don't meet the criteria, or there are some things or quota system or the threshold has been met, they will not give you that visa. And when the country has the right not to give you a visa, your NSA will not come and say, go to hell. Meaning what? If he's speaking this way, it means everybody in that zoo, when you don't have a visa, tell the embassy to go to hell then. That's the problem. When you have those who are not educated, those who don't have the skills, the charisma, the technical know-how, the ability to reason like a human being, then they speak this way. They react this way. They behave this way. Very callous, very backward, very naive and empty, and imbecile. Speaking this way to another country, an independent country. Fellow Biafrans, I want to do that. The job we are doing is working. When we write to this whole world, they may pretend or not respond back to you. But be assured that they go through the documents and the evidence we send. Be rest assured they go through them. I swear to God. Because in my field, sometimes we've got people that they call whistleblowers. They come and they tell you stuff. When they tell you stuff, it can lead you to something else, but you might not respond back to them. Because the avenue of responding back to that person, there is no policy guidance to say, hey, you have to write back to that person. So yes, they see those information, those gory videos of these guys killing the Christians in Biafra land. Everywhere you go to a church, they come there and they buy you. Everywhere we go, the whole world they are watching. Donald Trump is watching. America is watching. ICC is watching. ICC, they have all the informations. They have all the informations. Trust me. And before we go, I will show you something here that will blow your mind. You will see how a journalist, a real journalist, not what you have in that shithole called Nigeria, those yes men in Nigeria. No. I'm speaking about a real journalist, a seasoned journalist. You will see the way they interviewed that one they call Musa. You will see him pandering, panicking, sweating, agitating, interrupting the interviewer. That's how the job is done. Let's hear this man to the end. Then I will show you that interview of how Musa was sweating like a baby. Let's continue. One more time. Listen.
Myself with it.
Listen.
Support it. And whatever it takes for us to continue to improve. Thank you for the courage to say that Canada denied you. They can go to hell.
Go to hell, Canada.
Even though it's painful, it's disrespectful, but we are people. We are strong. And I agree with you. We have to fix our country. We have to do it well. Yes. This disrespect is too much. So, it is another reason why we work hard to make Nigeria work and be respected. On that, I want to, thank all of you. If you are on permission, I probably will now start my journey back. I was supposed to be out of Abuja. So
I beg, this guy is very, very incoherent. Disgusts me a lot the way he speaks. Now, watch the real Christopher Musa. The one you call Christopher Musa, a Fulani man, a jihadist, a terrorist. Watch the way they speak to him. People like Rofayo Oseni, Ruben Abati, shame on you guys. You guys are not doing your job. I understand your hands are tied. But if you choose to be in the field of journalism, you must do your job the right way. Ask the right questions. Questions that will make them to think and panic. At this point, listen to the way a real journalist from Al Jazeera spoke to the one you call Mr. Musa. That's what I call him now. Mr. Musa. He's not a general and his name is not Christopher. Listen to how they spoke to him and watch the way he panicked like a baby. ICC will get hold of you guys very, very soon. Watch this and I'll come back.
You on some of the ways in which this counterinsurgency has been fought, including accusations made by Human Rights Watch that says the Nigerian Air Force carried out what they describe as erroneous airstrikes on targets in Kaduna State, that's in the north of Nigeria, this September, killing 24 people, injuring many more. It follows what they say is an apparent catalogue of mishaps that have killed hundreds of civilians since 2017, including a strike on a religious celebration in Kaduna State that killed 85. Firstly, how do you explain these allegations of what appear, at least to Human Rights Watch, to be devastating failures on behalf of the Air Force?
Well, I know that we all understand that we're human beings. We're bound to make mistakes. They're just professional mistakes. Some things are beyond your control. We don't control the weather. We don't control the atmosphere. So even when you have it right, mistakes do come in. And when it happens, we take responsibilities and we make amends.
Keep quiet there. You make amends, take responsibility. See? When you drill this man, see the way he's speaking. Panicking, sweating, pandering. This is how you deal with people like this. But in the zoo, when they come there, you are respecting them. Rufai will be saying, oh, my general, I love you, sir. I love you, sir. Rufai, you're saying, this is how you do it. This is how the job is done. You cowards. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is how the job is done. This is how you speak. If you want to be a journalist, you are the one that chose the job, then do your profession the right way. Don't be a coward. Don't be a coward.
Amnesty came out with 10,000. So
listen.
I don't know what the joy is about 10,000 issues.
Listen.
It is not in our character. We don't do such. We will never ever do such.
Born again.
So you would allow Al Jazeera journalists, international investigators into, for instance, the Giwa barracks in the northeastern city of Maiduguri that has been allegedly holding children as young as 5 in hot, cramped conditions, not to mention allegations of beating, the sexual abuse of women and girls, where innocent civilians were meant to be in your care, treated this way. I mean, that's the big question Amnesty International raises. And they're prepared, sorry to interrupt, they're prepared to take you to the International Court of Justice to defend their views. Would you testify there?
We're ready to go. We're not scared of anybody. And I can tell
you are not scared. They're ready to take you guys to ICC. And you say you are not scared. Okay. Now, this is how you speak to a man like this. Hence, they will not give him visa to Canada. I hope now you understand. Somebody with that their hands are soiled with blood. Islamist jihadists. They kill children. They rape children. They rape women. They do the unthinkable. They went to Okwama for 7 weeks. People were killed in Okwama. The media were barred from accessing Okwama. Even the governor could not have access to Okwama. Let that sink into your mind. It means there was a military rule for 7 weeks in that zone called Nigeria. If a governor of a state could not gain access to a community that he governs, if the media, even in a time of war, media gain access everywhere they go. But according to that zoo called Nigeria, in Okwama for 7 good weeks, the media were not given access to Okwama. It was the military that became the media. They were breaking news and giving it and feeding it to the media. And because, the Okwama na Biafra na Igbos, the media men, they pretended. They didn't care about it. All the media in that zoo, they did not care about it. They were taking second-hand information, second-hand news, third-party news from where? From the military. Think about that for 7 good weeks. 7 bloody weeks. Now, when those in Okoma, those that were hiding in the bushes, when they came out to speak, because they were hungry, they were dying. From snake bite, scorpion and the rest of them, sickness, they were dying. When they made videos from the bushes, suddenly, under 48 hours, we saw their mugshots as people that are wanted, dead or alive, by the same military. So damn if you do, damn if you don't. Today, Okoma is leveled to the ground, and no media person in Nigeria, that satanic gutter media in Nigeria, none of them has taken the time to go and do an investigative journalism to find out what really happened in Okoma. No, they won't do it. Now Igbo now, Omo Igbo, the Igbos must go now. Now Igbo land. That's the problem. But we thank God, even though they are acting this way, the media in the Western world, they kept an eye. They knew those who were responsible. All the killings, atrocities that were, shielded by the Nigerian media. Unfortunately, the Yoruba media. Unfortunately. Every time when it's happening in the land of Biafra, the Yoruba media, you just hide it. You shy away. You shy away from it. Ekpa, in your trending news, you not even speak about the court situation of Nnamdi Kanu. Suddenly, the biggest news in that zoo called Nigeria, Ekpa did not have the balls to discuss it. I was just laughing. I knew that you cannot discuss it because your license in your TV, they will shut it down. The case of Nnamdi Kanu, Ekpa, in your trending news, you could not even discuss it. And you tell me that you are free. You ain't free. You ain't free in that zoo to do your job right. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate you guys, but I know that you guys ain't free. But we thank God the Western world, they are listening to our cries. They are coming to our aid. The Christians must not be allowed to be Islamized in Nigeria. Nigeria will never become an Islamic country. Even though we the Biafrans, we have gone. Any other tribe that wants to leave, join us and we shall fight for you guys for your freedom and your liberation. That's who is a shithole. See the way a Western journalist is speaking to this man, but nobody, no journalist in Nigeria can grill this man this way. None of them can do it. They are scared. They are scared because if they attempt it, they will lose their license that same day. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Take it back and watch the way they grilled him. Watch this. Watch this.
The sexual abuse of women and girls, where innocent civilians were meant to be in your care, treated this way. I mean, that's the big question Amnesty International raises. And they're prepared, sorry to interrupt, they're prepared to take you to the International Court of Justice to defend their views. Would you testify that?
We're ready to go. We're not scared of anybody. And I can tell you, they have their own intent on why they're doing that. I think they just want to demoralize my troops. They want us to look bad. I just can't understand why anybody will wake up and say that we're killing people when we're actually not doing the same.
Hey!
And guess what?
Liar.
Where the Giwa barracks we were talking about, we have all the humanitarian agencies working there. You have the UN working, local and international organizations are working. Are we saying they are complicit? There is nothing we're doing in the back. So if they don't say it, which means Amnesty International is equal, and Amnesty is equally there. So which means they're equally accusing all these other organizations of being complicit.
They are accusing you guys, not the other organization, because those other ones have been bought over. They are accusing you guys. What have you got to say about it? To the Zoom media, this is how you do your job. This is how the job is done in journalism. Not going there, you're smiling. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We love you, sir. We love the military, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. God bless you, sir, for the job that you are doing. God bless you. Rufai Yoseni. And they claim you are the best journalist in Nigeria. Rufai, you fall by my hand, though. Step your game up. Don't be a local champion. Don't be proud to be a local champion. Step your game up. Compete with the best. The same way we in the Western world, we are competing with the best, with the Oyibo for work, we they compete with the best. Don't be a local champion, Rufai Oseni. Don't be a local champion. You are trying your best. Don't get me wrong, but step your game up. It's not about the title. Dr. Ruben Abati, doctor, everywhere doctor. A media man is happy for them to be calling me a doctor. Dr. Ruben Abati, Dr. Ruben. Hi, doctor. Hello, doctor. Dr. Ruben. I'm like, what is wrong? Is that really journalism? What's going on there? This man who is speaking now, we don't even know his name. This journalist who is speaking, he gave a great account of himself. We don't even know his name. That's how it's done. It's not about you. It's about the person. Give them those questions that will make them crack their brains. Show them that you have done your research. You have done your homework. Don't be a local champion. This goes out to Rufai Oseni. Do your job right. Don't be a local champion. If you want to be the best, don't settle for less. Don't be a local champion. Don't be selfish and run back home and claim to be the best journalist. But when this man comes to your channel, you are smiling. You are saying, God bless you, sir. You are doing a good job. God bless the military. God bless the police. We love our military. We love our police. When have you guys grilled this man like this? Today, Canada has denied him visa. But to you, he is your champion. He is your hero. See how a real interviewer will ask those questions. Take it back one more time. Listen.
Yeah, you have the UN working, local and international
Listen.
organizations are working. Are we saying they are complicit?
Listen.
There is nothing we're doing in the back. So if they don't say it, which means Amnesty International is equal, and Amnesty is equally there. So which means they're equally accusing all these other organizations of being complicit.
Yes.
So just to be clear, you'll be prepared to go to the ICJ in The Hague and answer these accusations?
We're not scared of anything because we don't have anything of such.
Okay. That's how it's done. I rest my case. Now you see why Canada, stopped this fool from coming to Canada. He's not worth it. He's not worth it. And I pray to God, in the next 4 years, Trump's time, things go happen. To the Biafrans, make haste. We are working on Trump's time in the next 4 years. The implementation of Biafra will take place in the next 4 years. If we miss it, this timeline, God's time, Trump's time, if we miss it, then I'm sorry. Because as goes America, so goes Biafra. As goes Trump, so goes Biafra. If we miss this window that God has given us, then I'm sorry. So we must make haste. Yes, we have redeclared Biafra. It is time to implement it. So the project we have, the scope, duration should be at least maximum 4 years for the project. We are on God's time, Trump's time. But to Canada, we thank you, we appreciate you for listening to the cries of the Christians from that zoo called Nigeria. Also, listen to the cries of we the Biafrans, because we've been killed enough. Only for asking for independence, they've killed us, taking our lives. Why? Because they've seen the resources in the land of Biafra. Nobody can speak to them. They are above the law. Not the media houses in Nigeria can even speak. When they see them, they bow down, they honor them, they pray and hope to get a few, crumbs from the table of this criminal, bloodthirsty military man. Canada, we thank you. To the president of Canada, we thank you for doing the right thing. Expose them. ICC, you are next. ICC, you are next. ICC, you are next. Do what is right. You have all the information. Do what is right. Fellow Biafrans, I love you all. Thank you, and God bless Biafra.
Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High Himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake, Biafra will come. Because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. Our enemies are equally important because they must listen. Those who do not love the truth must listen. Those who are beholden to darkness, they must also listen. For we are here to bring light upon a very darkened continent without Biafra. Africa is nothing without Biafra. There is no difference between a black man and a wild animal in the forest. We say every shred with every ounce of conviction. I welcome each and every one of you. If you're joining us for the very first time, this is Radio Biafra. This is how we do it. We magnify the name of the Most High before we do anything. That is why we are exceptionally formidable. That is why